But here is the rule. You can only be exempt for capital gains tax on the sale of your primary residence. And it is a classic dodge, load of nonsense. It's quite obvious that she has tried to dodge here, in my opinion. Weren't for the fact that Labour is so profligate with our money and proposes ever higher taxes.
Did Angela Rayner just get caught in her own web of lies? Isabel Oakeshott's explosive confrontation on live TV has left the Deputy Prime Minister scrambling for answers.
In a moment that sent shockwaves through British politics, Oakeshott unveiled evidence that could shatter Rayner's credibility. But what exactly did she reveal, and how will it impact the future of UK housing policies? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favour. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Isabel Oakeshott's reputation as a hard-hitting journalist has made her a formidable force in British media. Her relentless pursuit of truth has led her to target Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister, in a surprising twist that's caught many off guard. But what exactly drove Oakeshott to set her sights on Rayner?
This is a really simple rule, and you and I can disagree with it. In fact, I do disagree with it.
The answer lies in the inconsistencies Oakeshott uncovered between Rayner's public stance on housing policies and her personal property dealings. Rayner has been a vocal champion for the development of 1.5 million new homes to address the UK's housing crisis. However, Oakeshott's meticulous investigation revealed a potentially damaging discrepancy: allegations that Rayner herself profited from selling her council house. This revelation set Oakeshott on a path of intense scrutiny. She dug deep into Rayner's past statements, combing through public records and reaching out to sources close to the Deputy Prime Minister. The journalist's tenacity was met with significant resistance.
But here is the rule. You can only be exempt for capital gains tax on the sale of your primary residence, and it is a classic dodge.
Rayner's team initially tried to deflect Oakeshott's inquiries with generic press releases, a tactic that only fueled her determination to uncover the truth. Oakeshott's investigative techniques were put to the test as she faced numerous challenges. She noted that her questioning was often met with lectures about potentially dividing communities, a response that seemed designed to discourage further probing. But Oakeshott wasn't deterred. She persistently pushed for detailed answers, gathering a substantial arsenal of evidence, including documents and witness testimonies. As the investigation progressed, the tension built. The discrepancies between Rayner's public statements and private actions became increasingly apparent.
Load of nonsense. It's quite obvious that she has tried to dodge here, in my opinion.
Oakeshott's evidence seemed to suggest that Rayner's personal financial gain potentially undermined the very policies she championed. This raised serious questions about the consistency of her values and the ethical implications of her proposed reforms. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation. How would Rayner respond when faced with this damning information? Would she be able to reconcile her public stance with her personal actions? The anticipation was palpable as Oakeshott prepared for their live television encounter. Oakeshott's thorough preparation had laid the groundwork for a political clash that could reshape public perception. As the cameras prepared to roll, the scene was set for a showdown that would not only test Rayner's political acumen, but also potentially impact the future of UK housing policies. The questions remained.
Weren't for the fact that Labour is so profligate with our money and proposes ever higher taxes.
Would Rayner be able to withstand Oakeshott's relentless questioning? And how would this confrontation affect the broader discourse on political accountability in Britain? In the world of British politics, live TV confrontations are nothing new. But as Oakeshott faced off against Rayner, something felt different. The usual political platitudes and deflections seemed to evaporate in the heat of Oakeshott's relentless questioning. Was the public about to witness a rare moment of genuine political accountability? The stakes were high for both women. Rayner, as Deputy Prime Minister, had her political reputation on the line. Oakeshott, on the other hand, was putting her journalistic credibility to the test.
And I think she's in real difficulty.
But this is not the kind of
and
thing
it is
that
such a trivial amount of money, and I wouldn't mind so much.
The initial exchanges set a combative tone, with Oakeshott wasting no time in presenting her evidence. As Oakeshott began to unveil the discrepancies between Rayner's public statements and personal actions, the atmosphere in the studio grew tense. Rayner, known for her composure, visibly struggled to maintain her usual confident demeanour. Her body language spoke volumes, shifting in her seat, avoiding direct eye contact, and frequently reaching for her water glass. The pivotal moment came when Oakeshott challenged Rayner on the government's housing policies. "How are you going to bring our society together if you continue to act as if you are not prioritising our own people?" Oakeshott demanded. Rayner's response was evasive, further fueling Oakeshott's line of questioning. As the interview progressed, it became clear that this confrontation could have far-reaching implications for Rayner's political future and the Labour Party as a whole. The public's trust in their leaders was being put to the test in real time.
What about the estate agents that sold her other house for £45,000 profit in her right to buy house when they went round?
The immediate aftermath of the TV appearance was nothing short of explosive. Social media platforms erupted with reactions, overwhelmingly critical of Rayner. Many users expressed disbelief at her responses, questioning her integrity regarding housing policies. Political commentators were quick to weigh in, noting that this exchange exemplified the crucial role of journalism in holding leaders accountable. The ripple effects of this confrontation extended far beyond a single television interview. It sparked a nationwide debate about political accountability, with both pundits and ordinary citizens questioning the implications for the Labour Party's credibility. The incident highlighted the power of investigative journalism in modern democracy, proving that when politicians' actions contradict their public statements, they can be held to account in the court of public opinion. The Oakeshott-Rayner confrontation has sent shockwaves through British politics, raising serious questions about accountability at the highest levels of government. This clash between a seasoned journalist and a prominent politician has exposed the often murky world of personal conduct and public policy. It's a stark reminder that those in power aren't above scrutiny, no matter how high they climb. The fallout from this incident is likely to reshape public discourse on housing policies. Voters may now demand greater transparency from their representatives, especially when it comes to personal property dealings. The hypocrisy exposed in this case could lead to a more critical examination of politicians' actions versus their words. Perhaps most importantly, this confrontation underscores the vital role of investigative journalism in modern democracy. In an era of soundbites and spin, Oakeshott's dogged pursuit of the truth serves as a powerful check on political power. It's a reminder that when the press does its job well, it can hold even the most influential figures to account.